You've got Game Face, and this is Kerbal Space Program. Finally, version 1.0. 1.0.0.830, but still, version 1.0. And we're gonna start a new game here. Wow, that's loud. Or at least it's loud in my headphones. We're gonna start a new game here, and we're gonna go, like, resume save. There won't be any first run. Oh yeah, okay, I did launch it and launch something. Okay, yeah. Just wanted to make sure everything worked. And we're gonna go in, we're gonna start a career. So I think for difficulty options, I'm gonna leave this at normal, because that's what most people are gonna play at. And you know, I have had the game for, I don't know, about a year and a half, I'd guess. And I played it quite a bit at first, but I sort of faded off, and then I started playing it quite a bit again lately, and a lot had changed. So I'm not fabulous at the game, but I understand a lot of the stuff. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. Right click on it, yeah, okay. So, the first thing we need to do is go in and look at our, what we need to do here. We need to launch our first vessel. Escape the atmosphere, gather scientific data from Kerbal and orbit. Then there's the general ones that are active all the time, so altitude and distance records. There we go. So we need to accomplish those things, and we're going to need to build a vessel to do so. And we don't have a lot of stuff available to us, so it's not going to be a fabulous vessel. Oh, it's already there. So we'll have a capsule. We don't have any engines. This is the only engine we have. Little stubby, the RT5. Okay, they downgraded us. There used to be one that was like twice that size. I think it was the RT10, but this is the RT5. I need a parachute. At least they have that. What else do we have? We've got goo. Can I afford this? Should I be putting goo on here? Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna put 2 goo canisters on here. One we will open before we leave, and one we will open at the peak of our flight. No. We're gonna put 3 goo canisters on here, because we won't be getting out of this. And I think that's it. So we've only got 4 parts. What are we gonna call this? We'll just call it 1.0. And we're gonna launch 1.0. So, wow. There's a stripped down launch pad. Oh, they hadn't done this from the last time I played. Okay, so first things first, I want to observe the mystery goo. And we want to see what that's doing. And we're going to keep that data. If I recover it, it's 3 signs. So that's what we need. And that's what we've got here. Now I don't want the parachute to hop out here, so I've kind of screwed this up. So I'm gonna split these here. So again, I'll launch the solid fuel will go off, and it is solid fuel. I'll have no control over how fast I'm going, or anything for that matter. It's just gonna burn till it's done, and that's that. I will have some attitude control, but other than that, that's it. And we're off. World's first speed, 100, 300, and... So, will we make the 3,000? I gotta get in here, too. Yeah, we've made the 3,000, and we're gonna wait till we're at are we gonna make the 5,000? Yeah, we made the 5,000. I'm gonna observe the mystery goo. It jiggles and wobbles. We're gonna keep that data. Wow. We passed 4 contracts. So that was the altitude record, the speed 300, speed 150, and we launched our first vessel. And we are heading down to the ground. We're getting faster here, 200 meters per second. You want to set speed records. Parachute. I'm gonna launch my parachute now. And that's that. I don't know if... I think... I don't think that'll give us any more stuff. Crew report. The shore's looking inviting as you watch the waves roll to the coast. We'll keep that data. I don't think he can get out. I don't think we have the technology for that yet. I'm serious. Or he doesn't have the training. It's not in his contract and the union doesn't allow it. So we are 180 meters above the ground. We'll see that. There we go. Wow, there's still some issues. And there's our perfect landing. And finally, we're going to observe the goo. Goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. And can I do a crew report? No. Okay. So we can recover the vessel. And we recovered basically everything but the fuel. What do we get for science? Oh, that's quite a bit. 5... Oh, okay. 3.5 science. 30 science? Okay, 7 science, 7. That's 0.7 science. 10 data. And 5 science. Okay, well, I don't know how we got 30 science, but that's awesome. We got all our parts back. We got monopropellant back, but we didn't get the solid fuel back, of course, because there's nothing to get back. And, of course, Jebediah, and he's got an experience point. Oh, and a total reputation of 30. Of course, that was his reputation before. He was +0 reputation. Okay. Okay, so what's next? What's next on our list? We're not going to get a lot done here. Whoa, this is not next on our list. Sorry, wrong place. I couldn't see it off in the distance. Escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbal. Other altitude records. And those are the archives. Okay, so we need... Science? Science! Oh. Wow. I never saw the whole tree out like this before. I think most of it was hidden from us until you got to it. That's awesome. Okay. So, what do we want here? We get a fuel tank and an engine, and then the RT-10, larger solid fuel. A cockpit, we don't need that. Science Junior, we don't need that. Oh. 5. Oh, 5. I can get both of them. I've got 20 science left. Well, rocket parts is basically what we're going for here. And that's all I've got left. As far as I can tell, this is the best bet. This has a larger fuel tank, the Thumper solid rocket, and the one on the gimbal, the engine on a thrust vectoring engine. So there we go. That's our science from that launch. That's awesome. Okay, so now we can probably reach some of those other goals. We have 130,000 in funds. So we're gonna build another rocket. But this one, I don't have any decouplers, do it. Oh, I do. Stack decoupler. Awesome. Can we get a man into orbit? Okay, we're gonna try. So I'm gonna go back to fuel. I'm gonna put another one on here. Let's take this off. There is no... okay, I'm gonna need a parachute. Parachute. We'll get the parachute on there. We're going to want, an engine on here, but I'm going to have to insist that we can enter the atmosphere like that, and then we want the big engine on the bottom. Whoops, that's not the big engine. Oh, there we go. So there we go. That should be pretty straightforward. That'll get us into orbit, won't it? I don't need any fins or nothing, I hope. I hope this has a reaction wheel in it. So hopefully that gives me the stuff I need. The only problem here, and it is a problem, I only want 2 of these. The only problem here is we don't have any control system. So I don't know. I don't know if I can control it all the way up into space. But we are going for orbit here. Let's check. First that, release that, fire that, release that, and parachute. We're good. It says SAS. Do we actually have SAS? I'm angling over now. Slowly, because it's a new aerodynamics model. Oh, 450 meters per second. Oh, throttle up. Oh, fuck. I lost so much. I lost so much. Okay, we gotta make it up to, 70? Or 80. Awesome. I think we're gonna make it into orbit. So, I need to... I don't know, things are different. Things don't do the same thing anymore. What's going on? Okay, well, you know what? I can't, I'm in space. I've made it to space. Can I... Electric charge. I can't maneuver. I have no maneuvering at all. So that would be why... What's happened? I have nothing. I have no fuel. What's going on? There we go. Okay, so I do have fuel. And I do have maneuvering. Okay, so... we... can get into orbit here. I believe... Whoops. What are you doing, stupid? Why are you doing that? Everything was going so well. I don't know if I can get into orbit anymore. I might have just screwed that up. Yeah, that's it. So, we are now heading back in. But again, we have accomplished stuff here. This isn't, oh. I have not accomplished. I have not accomplished. The goose seems to be getting very cold. I have accomplished. Crew report. You recur the assessment. Awesome. 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 Okay, so I do have data. And I am going to hit the ocean. So, I think the next thing to do is to dump the engines. So we're coming in. We no longer have this with us. It will burn up on entry, I'm sure. And we need to orient ourselves so that we're not going to die. I did want to get into the ocean because, again, that's another, that's a biome. So basically there's biomes all over the planet, and there's different science that we can get from different biomes. And this will be basically the first biome we hit. This is going great. I have never tried the career mode. I have watched other people play career mode on YouTube. That is about the extent of my knowledge of career mode. I'm really hoping those goo canisters don't explode. It looks like they're melting. I should have moved them up higher within the, they're sticking out, eh? They shouldn't have been sticking out. Reset experiment. So, yeah, wow, awesome! That is wicked! Kerbal Space Program is all grown up. Okay, so the parachute is like a two-stage deal. This will slow us down to, well, in this case, about 35 meters per second. And then when we hit about 500, when the air is thick enough, it will open up fully and slow us down to about 6-7 meters per second. Which still, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty fast. I'd like to figure that out. What's that in kilometers per hour? But I'm not doing that right now. $700. We're almost there. And the parachute will open. And there we go. This will slow us right down. And it will take us forever to hit the ground. But you can see our shadow now. Whatever was bugging out with the parachute when I was over the station is stopped now. I can actually turn this like this, and it doesn't turn this all shadowy. That's good. I wonder how who's in there? Jebediah's in there. I should take Valentina. That's the new there's female Kerbans as well. Of course there's female Kerbans as well, but there's female Kerban astronauts, which is only fair. And we're at 190 meters coming down okay, about 5 meters per second. So that's pretty slow for it's really slow, really slow. At least for this. I remember 7 being the sort of the standard. But maybe with the changes, and there's a lot of big changes. Like what do I got going on here? This is cash. I have 400 wow, upgrade time, baby. Upgrade time. I wonder what science I got. I should have been looking at all of this while we were coming down. Okay, so we're down. I'm going to observe the mystery goo. The goo escapes into the water. That's worth 4 science. We'll keep that. Crew report? Yeah, no crew report here yet. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to recover the vessel. And let's see what we got here. We've got 4 science for the upper atmosphere crew report. Because, of course, you know, stupid me, I was trying to get a navigation node instead of taking science. We got the 4 for the observation in Kerbin's water. The upper atmosphere observation got us 9. And the recovery of the vessel after suborbital flight is another 8. That's awesome. All the parts and pieces, the command pad, the parachute. Oh. I could have put parachutes on the other portion of the... Okay. Well, maybe next time. I got funds from recovered parts, plus I got funds from what we've done here. And total reputation is up to 139. We're reputable, baby. Reputable. Okay. Let's go spend that. 25 science. We need stability. We need radial decouplers. That's what we need. Don't we? Or do we need survivability? What's this worth? That's worth 18 and this was worth 15. Service bay. Service bay. Heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments. Service bay would be nice. Heat shield. Heat shield. Why do we need a heat shield? Okay, well, I don't know. These almost seem unimportant compared to these. But if I can't get up into space, what does it matter? What does it matter? And the radial decoupler will help me there. And I don't have any science from space yet. Okay, well... Okay. Well, I've got this one instead. I wasn't thinking. But that's fine. Another trip up into space. Toss some more science in there, and we're good. And then we'll easily get this. That's gonna be... Oh, wait a minute. Before I go... Whoops. Before I go anywhere, we need to do something here. This is our astronaut complex. And what we need to do is upgrade that so that they can do walks. We're also going to upgrade our mission control facility. But that's going to be it for this episode. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Kerbal Space Program 1.0. It's about time. 4.5 years. So they put a lot of work into this, and it is so well done, like I said. Like, I got a dirt runway now. My dirt runway. That'll be all paved. I'll upgrade the runway. I'll upgrade everything, and one day we'll be flying planes out of here. But that won't be now, and that won't be next time. And until then, I'm Game Face. This was Kerbal Space Program 1.0. If you liked it, click the button. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.